The food that you eat today is safer because of the work that we've done at the Department of Agriculture. We took a leadership role in this country to make sure that the food that comes into Alabama is produced at the same standard that our farmers produce it. Just last week, I stopped 8,000 pounds of fish from coming in from Asia because it had chloramphenicol in it, chlorophenol. I have been relentless when it comes to food safety because I will not let products come into Alabama that has not been produced at the same standard that my farmers produce it. I've worked with the legislature, and I see many of them in here. They have worked with me shoulder to shoulder when it comes to food safety and child nutrition. I looked at a statistic one day that said this generation of children is not going to outlive me and you. Well, that sort of rang my bell, and I said, you know, if I don't try to do something about that, the people of Alabama should never vote for me again. Today, your children are eating healthier food in your schools because of the work that we've done at the Department of Agriculture. No longer can your child buy soft drinks at school today that has sugar in it. And we started a farm-to-school program where we buy fruits and vegetables from our farmers, put them on our children's plate so that they grow up and be healthy, productive young men and women. We produce 350,000 DVDs so that we teach our children how to make better choices. We've encouraged more physical education in our schools. This is our future. We've got to take care of them, and we've got to teach them that this generation needs to outlive our generation. Jobs. We've been creating jobs ever since I've been the Commissioner of Agriculture. When I came into the Commissioner's office, I looked at the little island off the coast of Florida called Cuba. And I had people to criticize me because I was going to Cuba. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, not one thing that I do in Cuba that changed the meal of Fidel Castro one bit. But I can tell you, what we did in Cuba helped those 11 million hungry men, women, and children of Cuba. Over 50% of the poultry that goes to Cuba today comes out of Alabama. Over 90% of the wood that goes to Cuba today comes out of Alabama. That creates jobs. That's helped my farmers. But not only have we gone to Cuba, in 2007, I opened a trade office in India. I just met the president, the former president of India, just a couple of weeks ago, Dr. Kalam. And I opened a trade office there. Why? Because there is 1,600,000,000 people that want our products. I also carried the first official delegation to Africa, Benin, Togo, and Ghana. I'll tell you a quick little story about Africa. Not only do we sell products, but we sell our way of life. I was in Africa one day and a young boy came up to me. He put his arm around me and he said, "Mister, would you buy a piece of kente cloth?" Kente cloth is a beautiful piece of cloth about that wide, very colorful. They put your name in it. It's very, very nice. And I told the young man I was on a schedule. I really didn't have time for him to do it. But he said, "Mister, this is the way I pay my way through school." And I said, "Okay." And I reached in my pocket. I handed him a $20 bill. I give him a business card, and I said, "Make it and mail it to me." In the back of my mind, I was thinking, I'll never see that kente cloth. It'll never make it to my desk. I got back home a few weeks later. Staff member walking down the hall brought me a package. I opened it up. Sure enough, there was my kente cloth. Ron Sparks in the middle of it. And when I took it out, there was a note in the bottom. The note in the bottom said, "Commissioner, could you send us some Bibles?" We made up at the Department of Agriculture, bought 300 Bibles, sent them to Ghana, Africa. They are now in 28 schools. That is the thing when you travel the world. When you travel the world, not only do you sell the products that we have in Alabama, but people are envious of Alabama. People want to be like Alabama. People want to have the same privileges that we have in Alabama. So we've traveled the world. Brazil, Argentina, Mexico. Met with the former President Vicente Fox. We just signed a contract with the University of Lyon and the University of West Alabama so that we can do exchange courses with Mexico. So that's the type of leadership that I believe Alabama wants, and it's the type of leadership that I believe Alabama deserves.